In line with the event theme, Beef Up Our Future, these exceptional farmers have been chosen as they have all adapted their farm business models to create a more profitable and sustainable future for their farms. This forum for knowledge exchange has sold out for 3 years running and is not to be missed. Early booking is highly recommended. The first farm will be James Evans Partridge Farm, situated in Linley, near Bishop's Castle, which spans just over 800 hectares, 2,000 acres, and is home to his 300 stabilizer suckler cows and 1,000 lane ewes. The sucklers are split into 2 units, a 180-cow spring calving herd, Partridge Farm, and a 120-cow autumn calving herd, Walcott Farm, both producing quality maternal high-health status breeding stock and bulls finished in a semi-intensive system. In 2007, James, who farms in partnership with his brother, Rob, and father, John, converted from traditional dairy cross sucklers to an all-stabilizer performance recorded herd, completely overhauling his beef enterprise. Performance recording was a key player in the decision to transfer to the breed. James believes strongly that beef producers should make use estimated breeding values, EBVs, allowing them to identify animals that are truly genetically superior rather than relying on aesthetics, which are often not directly correlated to performance. As well as weighing cattle to calculate growth rates, James ultrasound scans all of his breeding stock to calculate their muscle depth and fat depth EBVs, and analyze the muscling along their loins, the most valuable area of the carcass. These values are used not only to indicate carcass quality of progeny but also to choose heifers on their ability to maintain body condition score, BCS, once mature. The system is working well. James is currently achieving 95% of calves reared of cows put to the bull, and his bulls are finished in 12 to 14 months at approx. 360 kilograms. James has recently taken the step towards becoming organic and has invested in new equipment to convert to precision grazing, to make the very most of the farm's pasture. Speaking on the recent changes, James stated, "Grass is often the most underutilized feedstuff on suckler farms. Having invested in Kiwi Tech equipment to set up a precision grazing system last year, we hope to increase grass production and utilize the grass far more effectively. The aim will also be to increase the grazing season without wintering options being considered. By correctly managing the grass and having a grazing plan in place, we hope to grow more grass than we previously did when using bagged fertilizer. This year we'll see our breeding bulls being grazed and sold off grass, targeting growth rates of 1.6 kilograms per day. The majority of our bulls will go on to suckler herds, so it is vital that they and their progeny can convert grass efficiently." The NBA Beef Expo farm walk will visit Mark Jones, a farmer who has turned the family's 500-acre tenanted farm from a standard mixed farm reliant on subsidies to a modern profitable system which can survive without them. Trevenant Hall Farm is a 500-acre tenanted farm situated on the Powys estate, which is run by Mark Jones in partnership with his parents David and Jane. Prior to 2009, the farm lambed 1,200 Welsh mules inside in February and kept 120 Limousin cross suckler cows, producing store cattle at 14 months. The system was reliant on housing and concentrates and unfortunately did not achieve profits higher than the single farm payment. In 2009, Mark took part in the Hybusig Cymru scholarship to New Zealand and came back with new ideas to improve the farm's profitability. His aims were to improve utilization of grass and forage crops on the farm to reduce the cost of production as well as maximizing stocking rate and output. Fast forward 9 years. The sheep enterprise now consists of 800 Lane and Romney ewes which lamb outside and are outwintered on fodder beet. The cattle enterprise has changed dramatically too. Mark now buys in approx. 300 Angus and Hereford calves from Meadow Quality each winter and rears them through to finish at 20 to 24 months, grazing them through the spring and summer months and outwintering on fodder beet. The calves are then marketed to Dunbia or through Meadow Quality at 250 to 320 kilograms dead weight. A further 450 calves a year are contract reared from 3 to 15 weeks of age for Dunbia. All calves are sourced from Co-op and Sainsbury dairy farms and are sold on to contract finishers. The farm has seen a massive turnaround in both output and profitability and now aims to produce 1 ton of live weight per hectare as well as a profit which is 3 times the single farm payment. Speaking on the changes, Mark said, "Our priority is to utilize grass and forage crops to reduce our cost base. The outwintering of stock and paddock grazing has been a key component of this. We have developed the farm greatly over this period, with the majority of the farm being reseeded, tracks being installed and water and electric fencing infrastructure being put in place. This will hopefully put the farm in a good place with Brexit being on the horizon. The third farm tour will take visitors to Frank and Jonathan Corna's farm, at Bayston Hill just outside Shrewsbury. Here, he and his family finish approx. 1,800 stores, bought in from local markets, and fed on homegrown fodder, beet, grain and grass silage as well as ad-lib straw. The ration, fed ad-lib in hoppers, also contains live yeast to prevent acidosis and a 38% protein pellet. They aim to finish cattle within 3 to 4 months, killing out as R4L, U4L at approximately 400 kilograms dead weight into wood heads. On arrival, cattle are all wormed and vaccinated against IBR and blackleg before being housed in straw-bedded yards in groups of approx. 50 muck from the unit is then utilized on the 1,000 acres of arable ground. 2 of the sheds on farm are approved finishing units, AFUs, with a third due to be added. These sheds have excellent biosecurity and provide an outlet for cattle bought directly from herds currently down with TB, an increasing issue in the area. The Cornas also finish approx. 15,000 lambs on stubble turnips grown on both their own and neighboring farms, utilizing land from July through to March, that is then used for spring cropping of beet and maize. Commenting on the beef enterprise, Johnny stated, "We try and utilize as much of our own homegrown feed, which also helps to add value to our produce. The cattle do very well off grain, and with the addition of live yeast and plenty of ad-lib straw and silage, we have seen very few cases of acidosis." Bookings can be made at www.beefexpo.co.uk. Farm tour tickets are £30 Inc. VAT for NBA members and £36 Inc. VAT for non-members, and are inclusive of all transport and a hot lunch on farm.